Hi there, I'm Chrissy Rich. I actually put this video together because I met a woman who had just lost a baby and kind of the same age as my baby was when she passed, and I just sent her this whole list of things to do, and I thought, okay, I guarantee there's other people out there who need the list, like, of okay, this horrible, dreadful, worst case scenario thing happened, like, now what do I do? And so I'm just gonna kind of walk you through some of the stuff on here because you just never know who it can help, right? So I'm just gonna put this out here, do with it what you will. Even if you haven't lost a child, there are still things that you can pull from this that can help. So first thing that I thought of was the support of friends and family. So make sure you're reaching out. Sometimes we have this tendency to go inward and we don't want to reach out. We don't want to ask for help. But you're already uncomfortable. Life is already sucking. Like, you might as well ask for help. And people are really willing to be there with you if you ask them. Like, they're willing to do things if you need them to bring a meal or take care of something, or maybe you have other kids and you need like rides. People will do it. You just have to ask. So, like, just try to ask for the help that you need. And it's okay to talk to them and tell them how you're feeling, even if they're uncomfortable with it. Like, that's not your job. You don't have to worry about how they're feeling. Your job is to start like expressing, because if you hold it in and hold it in and hold it in, it just makes it so much worse. And so I would just, like, that's one thing that really helped me was just, I told my story of what happened hundreds and hundreds of times, because every time I told it, it's like it felt like a layer had been released. Like, I was releasing as I was talking, and that's pretty typical for women and for men. The next thing that I just wrote on this little list that I had sent her was just to take care of your body. Make sure you're drinking enough water. All these different things as emotions are flowing through you, and being able to just take care and support your body through this, because this is not an easy thing. So, like, just making sure you're eating super simple and clean. I mean, not even clean, like, not like you're watching what you're eating, but just make sure the water's going in. Tapping. So I have a lot of videos on tapping, and you can look this up on anything, but just getting some tapping going. So even if you don't know what you're doing, start using the tapping points. And so EFT is what it stands for. It's emotional freedom technique, meaning that you're using, it's psychological acupuncture basically. And when our bodies have these neural pathways of grief and pain and suffering, and meaning that we've had the thought and we run it over and over and over, and we're obsessing about these horrific thoughts, that is super unhealthy for your body. Grieving is a natural part of it's a natural part of the process. But like the trauma part of it, like, that's where this really helped me. And so we're tapping in the eyebrows. And if you need more information on this, please message me. Side of the eyes, under the nose, chin, collarbone, under the arms, top of the head. It's so simple. And I have some scripts that you can use with this as you're tapping to kind of like acknowledge the emotion, release the emotion, and then put in there something different and new that will help bring that peace in there. Because when we're tapping, we're actually telling our body, like, we're safe. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be okay. When it doesn't feel like it, right? Because your body's sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems are off. Like, you've been hijacked, emotionally. Another thing is rapid eye technique. I love this, and I have a friend, Paula Bronte, and she really helped me and my husband through this. Super simple, super quick, okay? This is not like going to take a lot of time, but it's just going to be something that you can do when you're like in a spot where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in the trauma loop, okay? So again, we're going to go left and right 10 times. So you left and right, so you're all the way to the left, right, over, and you just do that 10 times. You can go up and down, up, down, up, down. Then you go forward with your finger and follow your finger. Do that 10 times. And then you're going to do a circle 8. And what this does is it helps to just kind of like, again, interrupt the pattern that you've been running, and then helps to rewire the brain in a healthy way. And it syncs up your left and your right brain hemispheres. And you guys can look this up. I'm just giving you the like how to and what to do. Counseling. I have some great counselors I recommend. Essential oil protocols. This couple came over the other day, and I just did some essential oil protocols. So what that looks like is getting essential oils on the back and spine and breathing them in, because when you do that, you are affecting the emotional seat of the brain, which is that limbic part. So when you breathe in, you're able to kind of clear things from the brain. So again, we just want to hit all aspects of the brain and get that support in there. Journaling, this is huge because it's something that will help you process and dump and get things taken care of. And there's my dogs. Thank you for barking. Getting all the what ifs out, getting all these things out. And then something cathartic, like beating a punching bag or a pillow or something where you're just using sticks to bang something. Like you want to move your body and get it out. Have someone get you a meal train. That's really great. Story writing. So this one is where you kind of like write the story 6 months out, like where you're going to be emotionally, so you can kind of see that there's a future to this. And then also writing letters to your baby or your loved one who's passed on. Like write them letters, keep the communication open, expect answers, expect for them to hear it. And then again, those are just some simple tools. I hope you have a great day. And if you have questions, my name is Chrissy Rich, and I hope you will reach out.